Hey guys, I'm Ben Bateman.
And I'm Andrew Guy.
And we are the Action Guys. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
I felt really cool
It feels
that
a
time.
lot cooler with other people in the room doing it, too.
The show's not about us today, though. It's
Thank
not.
God.
Thank God. We've done too many of those shows. We have a special guest today, Mr. Joseph Gatt.
Thank you very much. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing excellent.
Way better now that you're here. We just saw you in Dumbo. You kicked ass. You look even more yoked in person. I'm totally blown away.
Yeah, Niles Skellig.
Nice.
We knew you were in great shape, but holy shit, man. Like, you are in phenomenal shape.
Well, I didn't even wear my tightest t-shirt today.
Okay. You took it easy on us.
Yeah, I was just like, you know.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Ben and I do very good. We try very hard to stay in shape, but he has put us to shame.
I'm emasculated. Right now, I feel that. I feel that way. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Joe, we're so very happy to have you in studio. And based off of Dumbo coming out, this is kind of the reason or the inspiration for the topic this week on the show, which is the greatest actor-director duos of history in film history.
In film history, and one of those duos is the duo that is top-lining this film that you were just in, and we got to watch it, which was really exciting. So we can't wait to kind of pick your brain about that, and also just hear your inspirations as an actor, as you've actually been in several of our favorite films, which is exciting.
Have I?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we're giant MCU fans. I mean, if you, I guess Game of Thrones is not technically a film, but it's at this point it feels like one.
Yeah, we love True Detective. So you've shown up in so many places. I cannot wait to because I also like to act from time to time. So I cannot wait to talk to you more about your inspirations and basically where you came from, because it's very interesting.
So the question on today's show is, who is the greatest actor, director, or actress, director combo in history? We have a whole list that we are going to get to in a little bit here. Couple quick shout outs before we get into the main topic and talking to you about your career, sir. You guys can watch the full version of this video on the Action Industries YouTube page. You guys are going to get a clip of this. Probably this clip right now is the one you're watching, I'm assuming. The full audio version, obviously, is going to be available as a download on the Collider Movie Talk podcast feed, which is where you guys can listen to this. And the third shout out is go see Dumbo this weekend.
Yeah, please
it comes out.
Go see Dumbo. It was so fun. Dumbo is so adorable, and you are so wicked in it. It is excellent.
And take your Kleenex.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Really sad.
Yeah, it was like a very emotionally. I've realized as I've gotten into my 30s, I just cry a lot more. Like I just tear up or well up, or I'll like things will happen. Yeah, I kind of like feel like
I kind of do the same thing as well. Like we can be watching the most random TV show or movie, and then I'll get all emotional, start crying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, baby, why am I crying over this? And she's like, it's okay, baby. You can cry. It's fine.
I have no idea why I decided to go and watch a handful of the beginning of the animated, like the beginning of Up. I went and watched that, and I went and watched Bow, the one with the, and I was just crying. I was just crying for like 10 minutes. So anyway, that was my weekend.
I think the first 10 minutes of Up, we've talked about it on the show before, is the saddest 10 minutes in the 21st century for film. How do you not cry?
It's the saddest thing ever. All right, so enough about us crying. Our social plugs, guys, you can find us at Team Action Show on Twitter. You can find us at Action Industries on Instagram. Please go and follow at Meet Joe Gatt, our wonderful guest. Yeah. And that's enough plugging. Let's just get right into it.
Let's get into the show.
Let's do it.
All right, first question. How many calories per day do you have to consume to maintain the physique? Be honest.
I should be consuming around 3,000 calories or more. And I generally am very lazy when it comes to my eating. Even though I eat pretty well, I barely get 2,000 calories. Like, I don't know how I haven't turned into a 100-pound waif.
Oh, when you say you're lazy, you don't eat lazily. You just don't eat as much as you should.
I don't eat as much as I should.
I thought you were saying, like, with your diet plan, you're kind of lazy with sticking to it, and somehow you're still shredded, but...
No, the problem with eating really healthy, especially eating that many calories healthy, is... it's hard work.
Oh, it is.
Because, there are only so many protein shakes you can have and only so many protein bars you can eat. You need to eat real food, and it's tough prepping that food every day, and it can be really tiresome. But
it gets so redundant. We're actually not even going to talk about movies at all today.
No,
we're just going to keep
it's just this thing, the only time I felt stressed was the time when I thought I was going to drop Danny DeVito.
You never want to drop Danny DeVito.
Yeah, we've heard that before from guests.
I told him, I said, you can trust me, you can trust me. No, it's a bit where I come in, and have that scene in the box in the thing where I confront him, and I have to drag him off. And he was concerned he might fall, because I have to drag him up some stairs. And I tell him, I said, Danny, it's okay. I am not going to drop you. And he says, no, I trust you. It's fine, I trust you. And I'm sitting there going, shit, I better not drop him.
Danny DeVito. They teach you that in drama school, right?
Yeah, exactly. We worked on not dropping Danny DeVito at drama school. It was one of our classes. Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead, man.
I was going to jump in and ask, speaking of just it being so comfortable on set, working with Tim, who you mentioned before we had the cameras rolling, was somebody that you really loved when you were getting into films. You mentioned Top Gun. I'm sure some of his early work is probably stuff that you were a huge fan of as well. Was there a familiarity you kind of noticed amongst that cast? Because they had all worked together before, or at least some of them, right? I mean,
Keaton,
Keaton and DeVito and Burton, right?
That was the main trilogy, those three. And that was very interesting for me to watch, for any actor to watch, was watching that dynamic between the three of them.
Yeah.
Because they're all very different in their energies and in their, in their personalities. How Danny works is totally different to how Michael works. And it was so interesting watching the two of them play together, and
Could you elaborate on that at all? Like in the sense of in how their styles are different, just in that sense?
I could.
You don't have to.
Well, Michael likes to, he loves to improvise. And he likes to come to set and just work things through and invent things and try different things and stuff, which is a fantastic way of working. Danny likes to come to set totally prepared, knows exactly what he's doing, and just get on with it kind of thing. And so the two of them, sometimes there was some clashing about that kind of thing, because Michael would want to have a discussion about something, and Danny would be like, why don't we just get on with this? Tim, let's just roll the cameras. Let's just do this kind of thing. And but it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
It was a great dynamic, and it produced some really cool stuff on camera. And you could see that even though the two of them worked incredibly differently, you could see that they enjoyed working together.
Yeah.
And Tim is such an intelligent guy, and he's so good with people. Even though he himself, he's very quiet and very modest and isn't a gregarious person, but he's very good at understanding what different people want and need. And he will direct everybody in a slightly different way according to what he knows about them and what he thinks will work, kind of thing. So he directed Michael completely differently to how he would direct Danny or myself or whatever. And that's such a clever thing when a director's capable of doing that. A lot of directors are not. They have their one way of directing. And so there are people they're going to work well with and people they're not going to work well with. I don't know an actor that wouldn't work well with Tim, because he's that, what's the word I'm looking for? He's that...
easygoing? What?
Personable?
Yeah, personable.
Yeah.
He's that personable. He's that easygoing.